Yeah, it's been time for a while to retire this old girl. This is my Mossberg 500. She's been in the family for 25 years, and I don't know how long she's been around before that, but this gun has got a lot of wear and tear in it, and it's just been overdue for a new one for quite some time here. Her safety don't work on it. It's getting kind of rusty, all the bluing's off of her. She's just a shell of what she used to be, but we'll get that safety fixed, and we may throw some money into it and get some of this rust out and get it re-blued, but probably be the hand down to my son. So probably won't let her go. But she just fit really well, right? I mean, I could just bring her up and she was right there, and this thing was a killing fool. We gotta go on, move on. So the new one, this is the new addition to the family. We've got here a Stoeger Model 3000, or commonly known as the M3000. This is a semi-automatic, the duck camo finish on it, and which Stoeger has been around for a long time. The name Stoeger has been around for a long time. They have been around since like 1924, I believe. So a long time. This shotgun came out in 2013. This is the M3000. There's also a 3500, which is more of their duck gun. But this is the one I chose to make my turkey gun. Really, the only reason was for the price and what I got with that price point. So it's, like I said, semi-automatic. It's got a 28-inch barrel. It's quite a bit longer than the 26 that I had on, or 24 or 26 that I had on that Mossberg, but that doesn't bother me a bit. Some of the upgrades that we've had to do to this thing, go through here and kind of go through that. The factory front sight on this is a big red sight, and I ended up taking that off and went with a high vis, smaller sight. This thing is really nice. It shrinks that target pattern down quite a bit, so you're not seeing this huge red dot out there that covers up all your target at 30-40 yards. That was the first thing that I had to do. Obviously I got a strap on here for carrying purposes. Works really well. Hangs perfectly where it's got the handle here. I can just walk and it doesn't slip, it doesn't go anywhere, it just fits perfectly here. So really like that strap there. That's a limb saver strap. Speaking of limb saver, I also went to the back side here and had to do some modifications to the stock itself. So in order to get this gun, when I first got this gun and I ran some rounds through it, it just kicked the crap out of me. Right then and there I knew that I had to refit this gun to me because it was just so long that I was really extended, and it was just blasting me. These guns are synthetic stock and all that, so they're really light to begin with. So I knew I had to make some adjustments there. What I did was, they come with a shim for your stock to move your shim and move that degree a little bit on these. So I went to the shallowest template that I could find, and then I also went ahead and cut off half of this butt stock, the butt of the stock. So I just basically took a Dremel and cut this off, and it's ugly as sin, but that would be absolutely perfect right there. But then I had to put the limb saver recoil pad on there. With that recoil pad, it comes out to about almost the same as what that original pad would be, but it gives you just a little bit more, so it's not bad. It fits me really well. Feels comfortable in my hand and on my shoulder. And I know a lot of guys don't like the limb. Oh, that's, limb savers are for pussies. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't like my shoulder being turned into a hamburger every time I want to take my gun out. So to each is his own. Do whatever you got to do, but make yourself sleep at night. But I think it's a wise investment, and it'll allow you to get out there and shoot a lot more. The other thing that I was concerned with was the weight in the back. You know, a well-balanced gun is going to shoot a lot more comfortable than something that's really forward heavy or back heavy or something like that. So I tried to balance this gun out the best that I could. You know, right there, it's about balanced. So right in front of my hand is where that balance is. And this gun recoils really well back into my shoulder. It doesn't jump. It's not slapping. And I think a lot of the reason for that is what I've done in the stock. So these stocks are hollow. I wanted to figure out some system, and I know you can buy them for the 3,500, but I don't think you can for the 3,000. Is a recoil reducer. But instead of buying that, I was going to try to kind of fabricate my own. But then I started thinking, I'm like, well, let's just keep this simple, stupid. What I did was I took a sock, and I had a bunch of my son's old BBs sitting around. Probably, you know, one in a big container. So I poured about 3/4 of a pound of BBs in that sock and stuffed them inside of this, and then put another sock behind there. So this thing has BBs in a sock about right in here, and that leveled, that kind of kept the weight distributed a little better in this gun, and keeps that gun from wanting to hop and slap the crap out of your shoulder. So if you guys have any issues with guns really being too light in the back and stuff, you might consider that. Just take some of your son's BBs, throw it in a sock or something that won't rattle, put it in there, and it's going to take a lot of that coming back off of you. So this gun is really a joy to shoot. And we're going to go ahead and shoot some targets here and kind of give you an idea of what the pattern is. I can't get too far out with this because we're in a kind of an enclosed area here in the tree line because of the wind. I was trying to get out of the wind. That's about the only place I could do it. So we may be pretty limited on what we can shoot as far as distance, but we're gonna go back here probably. Well, it's only going to be about 20 or 30 yards is what we're going to be able to shoot in here. But I just wanted to show you what the pattern of this gun will be. This does come with 3 chokes. You'll have your turkey choke, your modified, and your improved. You don't get the full choke. You have to buy that one, which I have done. So, but for now, it's got the turkey choke in it, and was really impressed with this when I used it on this last turkey hunt. I'll put a snippet of it here in this video so you can kind of see that. You can see the whole hunt if you go back to my channel, go back into my hunts and stuff. It's Turkey Woods 1.0. It'll be episode 8, I believe, 7 or 8. So you want to see that hunt in its full entirety, then go ahead and go back and watch that. It was a fun hunt. It was a 4-day hunt, and it went all the way down to 4 days. So anyway, let's go ahead and break this thing out and kind of show you what the pattern is on it. And maybe I might shoot my old Mossberg and see how much difference there is from this to this as far as tightness. So the first shells I'm going to be shooting out of this, and this is what I shot in my hunt. These are the Winchester Longbeard XRs. These are a 3-inch 5-shot. Really a really nice turkey load. So they're a kicker though. They do have some punch to them, but that was one of the things that I really enjoyed about this gun is I did not feel these. I mean, I could have rattled off 2 shots, boom, boom, and not flinched at all with it. So not going to be looking forward to that. I don't think I'm going to shoot that with these, because it'll take my shoulder off, but we might. We'll see. We've got 30 yards here. We're going to run our 3-inch Winchester load here. 30 yards, Stoeger M3000 with a 3-inch 5-shot turkey load with the stock turkey choke. Yeah, kicked her out of there nice and clean. Go look at it. Looks good. Well, there you have it. I don't know where all my BBs went, but most of them are low down in here. So you can see, I mean, there's your difference. There's the M3000. There's the Mossberg 500 with a turkey choke. Look at that. Nothing. I didn't even get in there. So, yeah, definitely a solid move on my part to replace that gun, especially if I was going to be shooting them heavy loads. And honestly, I don't shoot heavy loads through that gun anymore. That's probably the first time in probably 20 years that I've shot a 3-inch shell out of that thing. But I usually shoot the 2.5s, and we shoot like 6s, or you know, like a 5 or 6 in a 2.5 through that gun. So it does not like those big heavy loads. I wanted to sacrifice myself for you and show you what the upgrade did for me. Man, I can't believe that. I didn't even hardly touch that target. I don't know how the hell I hit anything, but I think it's because that load is so strong that it just trying to impact for it, and you're flinching, and it's terrible. I forgot to mention one of the other things that I want to do with this gun is it's got spots for a Picatinny rail here, or a scope. I'm going to go ahead and get a Picatinny rail and a dot sight for this thing. It does really well with the open sight, but I want this gun to look cool. That's basically all it is. I can shoot and kill anything with this gun the way it is, but I just like that. I just like that sight on there, because I just think they pop with that sight on there. And a lot of guys swear by a dot sight on their shotgun, so why be any different? We'll get a dot sight for it. All right, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'll see if I can answer them for you. But meanwhile, stay safe out there in your hunts, everybody, and everything that you do in the outdoors. Be safe, be wise and cognizant of your surroundings and everything, and we will see you in the next video. God, sorry, baby. I'm sorry.